Okay, hi everyone. I did my project on the base question of how is race, class, gender, and sexuality portrayed in Modern Family. Um, so to begin, we have the there's three families in the show, and um, Gloria is married to Jay, and both of them have been in previous relationships. Jay was married to Dee Dee, and with Dee Dee, he had his children Claire and Mitchell, who are Claire is married to Phil, um, fathered by Frank, and then Phil and Claire have three kids together: Haley, Luke, and Alex. Um, Jay's other son, Mitchell, is married to Cameron, and together they have an adopted daughter, Lily. And Cameron's parents are Barb and Meryl. Um, and Jay's current wife, Gloria, and him have a son, Manny, and Fulgencio. Yeah, and Manny is Gloria's previous child that she had with Javier. Okay, so race in Modern Family is portrayed to be pretty fair. I'd say they have a pretty diverse cast, but Gloria, the one of the only leading actors of color, um, who herself, she is a Colombian woman. She plays a Colombian woman, and the depictions of her Colombian background aren't that great because she's very stereotyped as a Latina. She plays this sexy, hot-headed woman, and not all Latinas are going to be this way. It's pretty negatively impactful for the Latinx community. And Manny, her son, who is also Hispanic and Colombian, I'm not sure what race his dad was or ethnicity, but I can say that he is Colombian, so he is portrayed a little bit better, being super smart and mature for his age. There's instances in the show where the conversations that he has with people, he acts like an adult and is very level-headed in these interactions, which is cool to see because he's portrayed in a better light than Gloria.
Great pride in doing physical labor.
I know. That's why I hire people from your culture.
You're too funny. I'm gonna share that one with my next husband when we're spending all your money.
Yeah, moving on to class. Jay and Gloria, since the first season, they've been pretty upper class. I'd say at least they're middle class. They all they have this big house, and the show is set in Southern California, where it's not that cheap to live, so they're pretty well off. Phil and Claire, they're probably closer to middle class. In the beginning of the show, they were pretty middle. I'd say also living in Southern California with three kids. They are able to live comfortably. Later, when Phil had created his own real estate company and was doing very successful, which also there isn't that much of that represented in the show. We don't see much of him working. But when he creates his own real estate company and Claire starts working for her father and takes over the company eventually, they become pretty upper middle, I'd say. And this is a pretty good realistic portrayal of class and how it can be dynamic and how it can start somewhere and grow. Yeah. Mitch and Cam are pretty middle. Mitch is a lawyer, but he jumps around jobs and has never really stayed anywhere firmly. And Cam also has not had a well-paying, consistent job. There isn't much of that there, so it's kind of hard to see where they're getting their income from and how they're able to live their like lifestyle. Having adopted a child from Vietnam, like that's pretty expensive, and you have to be making like a certain amount of money to adopt a child in the first place. So that's pretty unrealistic because we don't see much of it, I guess. And Mitch at one point had lost his job, and the portrayal of what occurred when that was happening was pretty false because for the most part it didn't really seem like he was struggling. But Mitch and Cameron's relationship also, it seems to be smart with monetary decisions because they rent out their upper floor, which is good and a good portrayal of, you know, how they're trying to work for their wages and how they there's like a specific need that they need to reach to be able to finance their lifestyle.
We can't use that money. It's for college. Okay, let's spend it.
Okay, for gender in Modern Family, a lot of the female characters don't have jobs. Claire is a stay-at-home mom, and you know, stay-at-home mom, like that's a fair job like to have, but it's not like a paying job, I guess. Like she's not in like a certain work field. I think the show actually had backlash for it. And so like towards the end when she takes over her dad's company, that's when she really starts to be portrayed to have like a job. Gloria as well, she does not have a job, and so this is not a very good portrayal of her as a person because it just seems like she's gold digging Jay. Yeah, and Jay's just been rich, and he makes, the show like portrays like men to be just have more like financial freedom, and there isn't really any clear gender depictions. I'd say mostly everyone in the show goes by their sexes assigned at birth, and in the show there had only been, I believe, one transgender actor. Yeah.
So pretty.
Oh my God!
Lori, what did you do?
What I told you.
You pierced her ears?
What I said. I was going to make her pretty with earrings.
I thought you said hair rings.
What are hair rings?
Yes, Mitchell, what are hair rings?
Something that you would tie your hair back. She said it!
I didn't say herrings, I said herrings. You don't lie?
Of course not. You punctured our daughter.
But did you see both sides? I didn't just do the gay ear, look.
Oh my God.
Sexuality, Mitchell, Pritchett, and Cameron, they're the gay couple. They have the adopted daughter Lily that I mentioned earlier, and she's from Vietnam. And the interesting thing to say about that is that actually in Vietnam, like, you're not allowed to adopt if you are in a gay like relationship. Like if you have a gay spouse, or sorry, if you're not in a heterosexual relationship, basically, you're not allowed to adopt. And men also aren't allowed to adopt on their own, just women are. And again, they have to like reach a firm financial like income value. So they're stereotyped throughout the series. I don't know, definitely Cameron, like a bit more. He's portrayed as very feminine and emotional and dramatic. But the good thing to say about this gay relationship is that they do have a very healthy family dynamic that's headed by this gay couple, and this is a very positive interpretation of the sexuality that takes place in the show. Yeah.
He gets incredibly sensitive about even the tiniest comment concerning his physique.
Hey, I think I'm gonna take this spin class tomorrow morning.
Oh, sure. Oh, I get it.
Message received.
I didn't say anything.